Oh, we're on.
Sorry.
We're live.
That was like a weird.
It's alive.
Weird rubber chicken.
Yeah, it's weird rubber chicken.
Kind of sounded like he was dying.
Yeah. So, hello, folks. How you bees? It's another happy Sunday, and we're all together. At least I'm here. Hopefully you're here. We'll see in a minute if anybody's showing up yet. Anyways, they will. I'm confident. I'm going to do this anyway if you even don't show up. So there.
It's 4:30 exactly.
It's 4:30 on the nose. You know what? You're probably taking your time because you know I'm usually late. So that's, you know, hey, what can you say, right? You're usually late, Brenda Sue, so hey, we're going to take our time getting here.
Oh, there's somebody. Hello from New York.
Oh, hi. How are ya? You're new to us. Thanks for stopping by. This is awesome. Always love to see new people right at the beginning too. Wow, cool. Cool. So anyway, I'm starting to do my assemblage cuff. I'm starting to finish up the work on it. Hi, Violet. Happy Sunday to you too. I'm starting to finish up, you know, I don't know, let me just back up. Back up right there. Yes, back up. On Friday, we did a new video about doing assemblage on cuffs, and I explained, hey, Dawn, too hot to be in the studio right now. It's too hot to be outside here for sure. I think it's probably as hot here as it is out in California right now. You could fry an egg. Anyway, I mentioned to you in that video that the reason I never did too much with cuffs and assemblage is because you have to do them in steps, and you can't really do it all in one day. You know, it's progressive, and for you to get that point, if you want, go back and watch the video. It's only about 18 minutes long, and I actually didn't fluff it, so yeah. You'll understand great. Hey, Charissa, you're new for us, I think. Thanks for coming. Karen McBorney, first time catching live from Rocker West. Oh, wow, I love that. Vaccaro boy, so she never seems to catch me live, but I always watch it. Thank you. I'm so glad. This is great. Annie B's here. Wow, we got some new people. Wow, this is great. So anyway, I don't usually do cuffs because they take days to get them done. And so then I found these panel cuff findings, which look like this. And I thought, well, we just solved that problem. It's still going to take some time to do it because you have to balance it for the panels, but you have these nice flat surfaces. So it'll just make it go easier for you. And I've done a few of them now, and I tend to think, yep, this is going to be better. Christiana, how are you doing? So I thought when I was doing these, it would be fun to do them with all buttons, because I love button jewelry. Do you guys love button jewelry? I love it. You know, back when I had my line, and I wish I had a piece right here to show you. When I had my line of jewelry that I made in the 90s, we made it for a lot of years and sold to a lot of stores. We used a ton of these little buttons like this. And in fact, these buttons are left over from the good old days down in my little mini factory in the basement, where my workshop is now. That used to be where we worked, and then also on the other side of it. And I had 7 girls here, all making this button jewelry. So I thought, well, it'd be fun to go back to that and do buttons on the cuff, because, you know, they look kind of cool. Like I've got 2 panels on this one, kind of sort of done. And you can see this is going to look real cute. And I love pearl buttons. I'm nuts about pearl buttons. I haven't had to buy any pearl buttons for years because I had so many left over, but the day's coming, let me tell you. So I just have to do one more panel. We'll do that one together too. How about that? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, you know, there's just little fine-tuning things you got to do when you do assemblage, and we haven't talked about it for a little while. But, you know, you have a lot of fill to do, like especially when you're using stuff like this that's, you know, not completely flat always, and you're just trying to make it fit, but yet you want to have flow. At the end, when I'm done with this, you know, I have a good bit of glue here showing. I have a good bit right in here. and this needs filled in, this needs filled, a little bit here needs filled, you know, so, and then right here, maybe I'll put a piece of rhinestone chain here. But anyway, it's going to take a little work yet to get this one, you know, just so, because I have to do that fill. So, maybe I'll do a little bit of it here with you today. But anyway, that's how far I am with this. Now, this is still kind of wet because I just did it. But this one isn't. So probably be good to finish this cuff. Finish what you start. Finish what you start, girls. That's my mom always used to say. Finish what you start. So anyway, I'll leave this still where you can look. Something really good that works for when you're doing this kind of work, you know, for when you're doing fill and all that stuff, is, I need to prop this, and it's not propping itself. There it is. That's a little better. What can I put under this? Anyway, something that works pretty good is, there we go. Something that works pretty good are these little packages of pearls. Have you guys seen these? I kind of think that maybe you saw them right at the beginning at the site and then you forgot about them, because we still have a lot of them, and these should have been flying out of here because they're just so handy dandy, and that's not kidding. I go from, excuse me, I go from 4mm to 12, I think, and they're all flat back, and they're in this nice little container. See how nice this is? Nice little package. And you can keep them on your workbench, you know. And when you close them, they are solid closed. You don't have to worry. So long as you hear it snap, it's going to stay closed. I can't remember what this runs. Can you find it, Javi, for me?
Yeah,
It's not much.
It's $5.75.
$5.75 for all these flatbacks. Now, you know, anywhere else where you bought this many flatbacks, it's going to cost you a whole lot more than that. Even for me. But I got a great deal on this. And when I get a great deal, I give you a great deal. And you can even come and use your coupons on these. So what was that number on this, that stock number? I said, oh, it's PRL09135. Maybe you can put that in the notes there too, Javi. In case you feel like going and getting one today, you will not regret it. I don't. I'm going to be using mine today. So today, we're going to work on the cuff a little bit more and finish this one end of it. And then I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about bead caps, because there's just so many cool things you could do with bead caps. And I was disappointed last week that I couldn't really show you what I was doing with the memory wire bracelets too good, because just the light in here just wasn't working out for that. I kind of have a glare when I'm looking at this iPad. I don't know if I can, maybe I can put it up higher and I won't have that. Anyway, that doesn't affect you guys. But I'm just trying to get a little, it just wasn't showing up right. And I thought, you know what, we're going to have to do a regular video for me to show you what I'm doing with my memory wire. I'm going real industrial on this. I'm trying on my memory wire to use only a few glass beads. And the rest of it, I'm trying to use metal beads and spacers, some rhinestone spacers, and bead caps and washers and all kinds of crazy little fun things. Like these just came in this week. Nothing can see them. They're not on the site yet, free to buy, but I'll tell you what, we'll discuss that later. That's what I'll tell you. So you'll have to stay to the end because it might be worth it for you. Anyway, I just got these now. These are really cool because they go on the memory wire really good, and they kind of, I like them because they are tactile, meaning they will roll around. Like you can use, that's another thing I'm going to do. I'm going to put a lot of these tube beads on. I got them brass ox, black ox, like a gunmetal. I got them in copper ox. I mean, I've got every color, but silver and gold, so that you can, you know, use them, and it covers the wire. And then you can do this. You can put these little spacers right over it. Can you see that? Is that showing up? Here, let me move this out of the way. You can put these on there, and then they're going to kind of roll around wherever you put them. I love this idea. I'm so nuts about this idea. It makes something so fun and so tactile, and it just, it's so unlike anything anybody else did or is doing. I have to even wonder if I didn't shove, if I didn't shove an eye pin down through that and make, or if I couldn't, and make like earrings. But then, yeah, they would fall all down to the bottom. But it could still be a cool look. I could put them all the way up. Kind of like remind you of people that get their ears pierced all the way up. And they have all this stuff. Kind of that kind of feeling. Oh man, I can hardly stand it. I might have to try it. What do you think? I might have to do it. Hi, Chris. How you doing, Judy? Julie Kids here. Susan Bowerman. Finish what you start. You know you finish what you start, Susan. Come on. Lynn Reeves here. Christine Gertner. You know you finished, Lynn. You showed us a bunch of stuff you finished this week. Rosie and Mocha. Heidi Blankenship. Hey, baby. How you doing? It's good to see you here. I hope you've been feeling good. Wow. So glad you're here. Because I'm going to try something that's exciting. Nancy Jarnicki. Is that how you say it? I never did get it right. We missed you last week or so. Nancy, I'm so glad you're here, honey. I hope you weren't sick or something. Maybe you just had to go have some fun instead. Okay, so I'm going to take this great big long eye pin and see if I can shove it up in here. And no, I can't. So what would I do next? A piece of wire, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, do I have any wire over there might work? What do you think? I got
22 gold, 20 gold and vintage.
You know what? I'm just going to do gold. Not that it goes with it, but you know, we're doing mixed metals anyway, so who cares? Let's see if I can make this work, because I can get the memory wire through there, so why wouldn't I just get a piece of wire through there? I don't need to have an eye pin or head pin. So let's see if I can just feed the wire through. Yeah, this is where you're going to want to go. If you try to do this, you want to get wire. You know, if you did this, you could make a little tiny necklace with these doohickeys slinging around on air. Would that not be fun? You know, the younger set likes stuff that's fun, but they don't want too big. And some people, you know, they like some industrial looks too, but they don't want, you know, big honking stuff like a lot of us like. Why not? Look at that. And then, I'm going to take these off for a minute. I'm just thinking, guys, thinking out loud. That's what it's all about, thinking out loud, right? Mm-hmm. Where are my, so I wasn't intending to use these today. I have them out. Okay, so I'm going to take, I must have, about an inch there, but I don't think I need quite that much. This should be better. Wait, I'll leave it. You know what? I'm going to try and do a wrap on there. And even if it doesn't work out quite the best, you'll see where I'm going. And that's what it's about. So I'm going to like turn this over here. So you didn't even think we were going to do this today. Neither did I. Let's talk about finishing what you start, right? As I start out finishing the cuff, and I'm off on another journey. So that's what you guys do to me. You make me go off on another journey. It's your fault. You know what? I'm not going to be able to do a wrap there, I don't think, because I don't think I have quite enough. Let me hold it with this. I don't think I have quite enough. Susan, you know what I'm doing with this. You could do this. You girls can all do this. Oh, this is so fun. I don't have quite enough on here. I'm going to snip. Where's those good snips? Where are those?
Cutters?
Yeah, those.
Oh, right there.
These ones? No, this is this one. I love these. You guys get your easy cutters yet? We have a ton of them at the site. They snip it off real close by. If you don't get them from me, okay. Get them from somebody. You want these. That's my tip for you today. Find them and get the easy cutters. They're not expensive either. Yay, we like that. I need to do crimp flare. Anyway, I have a mini wrap on there. Okay, so now I don't want to do this yet because I got to get my stuff on here. So let's see how much stuff I'll get on here now. I have to decide if I want it to be rolling around or if I want it to have a lot on it and not be rolling around so much. I don't know. I'm kind of all for rolling around. I like that rolling around stuff.
Like fidgety.
Yeah, like a fidgety spinner. That's right. That's right.
Like what we do with our rings.
Yeah, those spinner rings they used to make. Or like on one of Mr. Bernie's spinners, pendants.
Oh, yeah.
When I wear one of those, I'm always fussing around with it, especially the one I made with the Filigree beads, because I wear that all the time. So let me put another one here and get it balanced, and then one more gold one, and then I'll close this off. Okay. Oops. Okay, so now I have this going on. And I don't have to worry about where they sit because they'll naturally find their own place, right? Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, right. Who else is here? Javier Perry showed up. What if you curl the wire at the bottom so the beads don't fall off? Curl the wire at the bottom.
What do you mean?
You know what? I must be stupid, Heidi. I'm not getting it, but I will. I'll keep thinking about it. I'm going to do it on the ends, and then the beads won't fall off. But you know what? You could take that tube, you know our wonky wire that we do for a bracelet? You could take this tube and do a little wonky wire on there. Oh yeah, that would be cool. You could even do in sections. Wonky wire with these tactile, but you know what? That might be what I might have to do on the next video too. I might have to really give that a try. Will you guys give it a try and show us over at the creative group too, what you came up with? Maria Danko, I bet you'll do that this week because you love to do your beads and your wrapping. I bet you'll do that this week. Maria Danko has a beautiful kitty, and she's
so
gorgeous, and she looks like a nice kitty too, but she's been not feeling good because, yeah, she's kind of off her food a little bit.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so she needs to find some good food for her kitty.
My cat's just picky.
Well, this kitty, you know, she wants to eat, but the food she's eating isn't agreeing with it. You know, that happens all of a sudden.
Yeah,
it could be great, and then now it's not, you know.
Puking everywhere.
You're puking everywhere.
That'd be
Dogs poop in your house, cats puke in your house, right?
But it's hairballs. If it's hairballs, it's fine. But when it's like weird looking stuff.
Okay, now we're going to see what it looks like if you leave enough on there that you can wrap it a little bit. A little bit. Oh, yeah. This is all just very trial and error, but it's just giving me, you ever do that? It's just giving me all kinds of wild
See, I'd make
ideas.
like 3 of those and put them on the set.
What do you mean 3 of these what?
3 of those, yeah. Those
And make them all together? Yeah,
an extra
absolutely.
necklace.
That's what I was saying. We should do that next week. Maybe I should
That'd
make
be
you,
nice.
maybe I should make you, hey, maybe I should make Javi do it, and she can
Okay.
do the video.
Just
Give me a
say it in the
break.
comments, guys, if you guys want me.
And then, yeah. Rosie and Mocha have lots of those fidget spinners. 2 of them even have Bluetooth. Oh,
They do?
wow.
Oh, I didn't know.
Bluetooth speakers in them. Wow. That's a gadget and a half.
That's fancy.
Fancy dancy. We're making our own. Okay, so I think I got the loops pretty equal. I just have to work on this one and pull it out a little bit.
I like your loops.
I like your loops. Okay, you know what? This is crazy, guys, because I have been looking at all my wire supplier people to see in the blank form people. There's people that just make blanks and cuffs, and that's all they do. Okay, I've been looking for just the right thing to go across, and I had found this because I want to do a necklace that's wonky wire. People have been saying, why don't you do a wonky wire necklace, you know? So I found these, and I showed you that I had them in silver, and I messed around with them a little bit, but they'll work. You can make them work, but they're not going to be anywhere near as good as this. I mean, you could just mix this up, and it's so easy. And you could, you could do a whole series of them and just, make them real simple. Or you could take and do one, like for your center one, with wonky wire and the little loops hanging down, so that you can hang more stuff from it and make like a bib. And then your ones up the sides could be just plain like this, Of course, now, if you put these beads on it, you have to fill the whole noodle tube. Or they're just going to collapse to the bottom, which is fine. But it's not going to stay like this. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I love that. I'm nuts about that. Or you just take this and kind of go minimalist. Oh, when do I ever do that? And just put a very simple, delicate chain on there. Somebody will love that. Did I see you on here, Devilina? Let me go back. I'm pretty sure I saw you. Devilina, didn't I see you on here? I know I saw her.
Devilina?
Yeah, Gupta from there she is. Hi, Brennan. Javi finally got you live. Always watch your videos next week. Yeah, because she lives in India.
Wow.
My man over in India that makes my wedding cake beads sent them. And I'm supposed to get them the end of this week. Woo-hoo. He's so nice. I like to work with him. Anyway, so there's an idea for you. It would be cool too if you just had, this is the biggest noodle that I have. But if you just happen to have big noodles hanging around at your house, you could really make a big one of these, and that would be uber cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. You could attach a short piece of change at each end and make a pair of, yes! They would be like gondola earrings, Lynn Reeve. Lynn Reeve had a great idea. Put one piece of chain going up this way, one piece of chain up that way, and make,
so nice.
Wouldn't that be too cool? You know, we got a whole bunch of stuff to work on this week, girls, for next Friday. I'm telling you what. Look at this. Yeah, this is going to be great. Those cutters are the best. They are. Hey, Michelle Flores, how you doing? How you doing? Hi, Anne-Marie. She wants hobby. Wrapping the wire at one end like a fancy head pin for earrings could be cool, spiral or not. Yeah. Yeah, on the one end, you could do that. Oh. Or if you want to do earrings like this, that would be kind of a cool look. Let me just put it down so you can see. Yeah, like put the wire through. I use 20 gauge wire, by the way. 20 gauge.
That would be awesome looking.
And then, wouldn't it? And then you could dangle a little doodad here and put your ear wire here. Who's going to have earrings like that, guys? We just invented something here. You see why you need to come to these things? Because we invent things together.
We just put an ear wire like.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I just kind of really want to go ahead and finish making it. Oh, so what time is it? Do I have time?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, what the hey! Let's see if I can do this twice. That's the thing with earrings.
Oh, I hate that.
That's the thing with earrings. You know, you got to do it. They have to be mirrored. You know, so you got to match up. Pooh.
I hate that when it comes to wire.
Yvonne, love the look of the chandelier ring. That would be cool. I'm not going to do that with this time, but next time I will. You know what you could do also if you were doing a chandelier ring like this? You could just take, okay, here you go.
Somebody asked, what size noodle is that?
It is 25 or 30 millimeter long. Give me the ruler over there. We'll get precise and figure it out right.
I think we do 5 millimeters.
It's on the website because we have them there. Oh no, they're bigger than that. They're over 1.5 inches, a little bit. Hubby's going to look and tell you. I only have this one size because I had smaller ones that came and you couldn't get anything through them. So I says, oh, this is worthless. Now see, here's another thing that happens to you with noodles. Sometimes they come and it's closed. Now I can't do anything with that. Just might as well throw that right out. Okay, let's get, but they're cheap, so, you know, that's good. So, yeah, but you could take like the head pin, put one here, and then you could wire wrap it at the top. Wow, how cool would that be? Oh, yeah, the Etsy people would be like copying you left and right. How did she do that?
Let's not tell them this.
Oh, they'll figure it out. They're pretty smart, those girls. Let me tell you what. They're pretty smart. Hey, why am I saying the Etsy people? Most of us are Etsy people, aren't we? How many people here have an Etsy shop? Let's see. Hollerai, do you have an Etsy shop? I do. Who else? Karen Eaton has one. Hey, Joyce Bailey. Kate Clay. I didn't hear what size noodle. Oh, she just.
Yeah, that's right.
Deborah Long has one. She made it. Anne-Marie has one. Melissa says me. Jantag. Wow, we're going to find out how many people got Etsy's in here. If you're an Etsy person, let's see all the Etsy people in the room. How's that? Doesn't mean you're better than anybody if you're Etsy. I just want to know if you're an Etsy person. That's all. I just want to know if you have a shop. I don't have an Etsy jewelry shop. So you guys are all ahead of me. I used to. I had one on Ruby Lane too. Did pretty good there too. And then I just couldn't keep up with everything. So there you go. That's what happened to that. But I have 4 lines. I might have just come up on another one. That I have all in my head. Some of the pieces are made. And when I get ready, when I get this stupid book done. I keep saying that, don't I?
It's okay. We
It's
know
like,
what you mean.
do it already. Finish the dang book. Get done. So when I get the book done, then I'm going to have time for these things. And then I'll have, now see, I didn't wrap it the same way. So it might have hung too long. Can I fix that? Susan says, heck no, it's all wrecked now.
No. Wire is fixable.
Yeah, well, it won't look quite like that. You know what, I don't care. I'm just trying something. We're just on the rough draft here. It's on the rough draft. I'll wear them. I don't care. I love imperfection. I embrace imperfection. Okay, I got that off pretty good. So now I'm going to thread myself on. I said, what in the world did I do here? Which ones did I put on? We may have to change the name of this video, Javi, because it's turning out it's nothing like that. people
Sorry about that.
You started doing the cuffs and then you went off the other way and did this.
Creative ideas.
You know what? You just saw real creativity in action. That's what you just saw.
Yeah.
And I know you guys have those moments too, and if you don't, I wish you
like
many.
an aha
It's like that aha moment, eureka, I found it. Oh, I can't wait to do this. Who was that comedian that used to go, oh? I don't know. That's back in the day. Probably no one was even born then. Okay, let's see. One more of these, then one of these. These are like a tire bead. I'm calling them a tire bead. They have like tire treads on them.
I like.
That's so cool.
I like them. Ria's. Now I want those noodles and pasta for dinner. LOL.
Oh, yeah, pasta for dinner. Well, I have a piece of salmon. Javi's going to have to go because there's a picnic, and I can't go to it today, but she can. She's going to go.
Yeah.
So she's going to go, and Jordy is going to be here with me because he's got stuff he has to do for you guys. So, and that's okay because he's fine with it. So she's going to go running off to the picnic, and I'm going to stay here, and when I'm done, I'm making salmon for dinner. I got a beautiful piece of salmon yesterday, and I'm making it for dinner.
How big is it? Do they range from different sizes?
Yeah, it's however they cut it, however big the fish was. Oh, see, now here's the problem. That almost came off. It's okay, we'll have to deal with that because the hole's so big it wants to come rolling off of there. So, but I have to finish this. That's all there is to it. Okay, yes, Beverly used to say, I used to have Etsy, not anymore. Well, I understand because I have my one Etsy for supplies, but I don't have jewelry anymore because I just wasn't able to give it when I needed to give it. But I will be doing that. Oh yeah. Okay, so I see one little design dilemma that I will have to conquer, but that's okay, I can do it. Maybe not today, but till next week when I do this. Oh yeah, baby. We're going to cook with gas. All right. I got to get my loop about the same size. Yeah, that's about it. And then I'll have to get it going the right way. Okay, now take it and turn it. I may just blow the whole thing right here. I probably will, but I don't care. I'll still wear them. I promise I won't put them in your gifty bag. That wouldn't be nice, would it? So yeah, because then I have the idea.
Yeah, they're going to be like one person's trash and somebody else's
That's
treasure.
right. That is correct. Okay, now, come on, bend, I say. Bend, I say.
You need like a flat nose.
I did. I was using it, but it did. I don't know. It was, whatever. I just want to kind of get an idea.
Oh, be careful with your eyes.
No, I'm okay. I got glasses on. Anyway.
Oh, I forgot.
I would nip that. I'll do that later. But anyway, this is my earrings will look like this. Yeah. Let's see, this one needs wrapped more too because that's just going to come off. But you know, that's a dilemma that doesn't have to be a dilemma. It can be. You could even maybe do a big crimp or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll fix it. But anyway, I'll hang a little bit of something from here. Maybe I would hang this, just a little bead, something industrial. Or maybe I would do like, just to show you, this isn't going to be what I would do, but like I could do it. Something like this to keep it mixed up, the metals, you know? Like that. and then maybe hang something like that on there. But now I've got another thing. I'd probably use a ball and head pin there. These are so awesome. You guys got to try it. So many ways to go with this new eye, and it just kind of came in my head. I'll leave them here for now.
Do you have these on the site? All these little...
No, but that's just the thing I was going to talk to them about. I don't have them on yet. These girls worked so hard these last 2 weeks putting new inventory on because we had so much coming in, and they didn't get anything done on Etsy. So as a result, because we didn't put anything on Etsy very much, Shelly did a little bit this morning. She started moving some of the Choxy over there. But because we didn't put anything, nobody hardly bought anything the last 2 weeks, and that's ouch. But I just don't really know how to get around that if you don't have enough people. I mean, I had 3 girls working constantly trying to get the stuff on and restocked it. See, Lombard made it to a live. Better late than not. You're not that late, honey. Hey, there's Marcia. Hey, and Debbie Nicolaus is here. And let's see who else. Susan. That's a long eye pin. Oh, yes, you better believe it. That's like 4 inches.
Yeah.
But you know what, Susan? I ended up not doing the eye pin anyway. I ended up using 20 gauge wire and doing it freehand. So, Pat Pardon, Beading Family. You know it. Anyway, so how many people had Etsy? I didn't see. That kind of came and went.
Let's see. Anne Marie had Etsy.
Yeah, oh, Chessie has a nice Etsy.
Dawn, Jan.
Jan has a nice Etsy.
Karen.
Everybody does. Karen does. Melissa does. Everybody does. Everybody's
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, pretty much. Some
Yeah.
of them will say like,
or they had them. Yeah.
Or I did have
well,
them.
you know, it's a lot of work to make it work.
I agree.
It is a lot of work, you know, and I can't take complete credit for mine because I have a lot of help over here. And it's true, I do. Because if I didn't, I would never sleep because I'm already working 12 hours a day. But that's okay. I'm doing something I love.
That's true.
All right, so I'm going to go back to this. Now, something I want to tell you about this. This was the cuff from Friday that had all those little busy beads all over the middle. It was like all these little tiny beads, and I stacked them all up, and it was okay. But as I stood there and looked at it, I'm like, you know, I can do better than that. That is not what I want to do with this cuff. So this morning, I peeled them all off, and I actually stabbed my finger too, but it got better. It was right here with the needle nose tweezers. Ouch. Don't do that. So anyway, I just thought maybe we could finish up this side together. So that's what I'm going for. So I used the bigger beads there, and then I ended with the bigger beads too. So I better have enough bigger beads, shouldn't I? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. I got to put it on its side. That's good. So the flat panel, you know, I can make take full advantage of that nice flat panel.
Yeah. We need to put it in rice.
So anyway, I was going to tell you about these little washers and all this cool stuff. If you put an order in, here we go. If you put an order in tonight for $35 and up, you get a nice little drawstring bag with some of those in it. It might be enough to almost make you a pair of earrings, I don't know, or at least a centerpiece. And another thing I'm going to give you a few of, and then I'm going to not talk about these anymore because we'll get to them later, is these things, these filigree beads. I showed you a few weeks ago what I like to do with them. I'm going to show you again today. These beads are awesome. Let me just hold them up to the camera a little bit better, maybe. These are awesome, and they go with that check look like you see in Niger Brothers jewelry, because what you can do is beads on either side. I have them in 3 sizes. I'm in brass ox right now, rusted iron, and silverware. So I'm going to give you some of those too, and maybe I might just give you a few Spectra beads too, because I love you. So if you got stuff you need to order, do it tonight, and you can get some really, really cool free stuff from me to you. How's that? Because I have plenty right now because I just got the order in. So we'll talk about them in a little bit. And, oh, yeah, there's a code, too, because I know some of you guys shop while you're watching this. I don't know how you do that, but the code is going to be capital CUFFS, cuffs. You can put it in there for them, obviously you can see. Cuffs. And here it is, cuffs. Here, down this way. Why is it not showing? Here we go. Cuffs. Cuffs, 20% off 75 up. Whoa, baby, that's pretty good. That's better than any other codes I had last week. How long am I going to have this? I'm going to have it tonight and at least tomorrow, and beyond that, Jordy and I have to put our heads together and see how long we can afford to do it, because that's a pretty big chunk on a little bit. That's not a small order, but a smaller order. Usually, we don't give those big chunky discounts unless it's over $100 because, hey, we can't afford it. We usually can't afford it anyway, but what the heck, you know? We're all in this together. I got to help you. You guys help me. It all works out. I don't want anything. Obviously, I give it all away. But I love to. I love gifts. I just, I don't care about getting any. I just love to give them. I think it's almost a selfish thing because I love it so much. I'm going to give you a gift, dang it. So anyway, that's the deal tonight and tomorrow at least. 20% off. And then if you do something for 35 up tonight, you can put bead video. Can you write that? Bead video in the memo to remind Jordan that you get the special package. Okay. And he doesn't give you a garden variety package, which you'll be disappointed. No, you won't. That's pretty cool too. But anyway, just to remind him. Now, you won't be able to blame Javi if something gets missed because she only ships 1 day a week. I used to have people that would write and they would say, I want Javi to pack my box. They all want Javi to do it. Because we had to tell her finally, put your dang markers away and stop coloring on all. She used to make pictures on all of them. And oh,
I don't make a picture. I just do a heart. And then
and that's still very nice. A lot. Lauren does that too, and I think it's very nice. I would never stop you. I don't want to stop you from doing any of it, being honest. But we can't get behind either. Well, she won't get behind doing that. But anywho, alrighty. Let's leave those there for inspiration's sake. Now, is this in the camera? Not really. Okay, so I better move these over here. We need to be in the camera. What are people saying? I love those filigree. Melissa, they are so wonderful. When I discovered what I could do with them, in fact, I put them in my necklace from a couple weeks ago. I think y'all remember that. When you could put the Saturn beads with them.
Yeah.
And make yourself like a beaded section so fast and easy, and it's beautiful and so unique. You know, it's like, why not? Okay, so I got one big button here going on, and that one has a thread in it. You know, sometimes I'll leave the thread in because I just think it's interesting. Very interesting. Hey, you know, I just heard that the guy who used to say that on Laugh-In, he just died. Artie Johnson.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know him.
No, but I heard the saying.
You heard of him? Very interesting, yeah. He used to say, very interesting, but not funny. Or some other dumb thing, you know. I was laughing. What could I say? I was laughing. Yeah. Time flies. Boy, it seems like yesterday it was like the 60s and 70s, but I was a very young teenager then. And now I'm an old lady. I'm glad of it. Because the alternative doesn't suit me. And not going old. Yeah. Oh, Javi, did you make it bright enough? Well, they can see it. They can see it. Yeah. If you want that bead package, you got to do what you got to do tonight. 35 up, we'll get it for you. And if you want the 20% off 75, you got to put the code into the coupon box. And as that is a better code than the others that I offered you this week, although they were pretty sweet too. you'll want to use that one instead of the others. Duh, right.
Yeah, I was like, what?
But of course, I would rather use those. Yeah, anything that gets you more off. You need. Oh, here's one with thread in it. I don't think I want to leave the thread in this one. This one's going to look more
Oh, they
formally.
said it was very interesting but stupid.
Very interesting, but stupid. What was stupid?
I think that's what he said.
Oh, did he say that? Yeah, he said a lot of things. Sometimes we used to say, "Did he really say that?"
Maybe that's what it was.
Smothers Brothers. Remember the Smothers Brothers? They used to say. I think they got kicked off the air eventually because they said a lot of political things that they shouldn't have, and then because it was at a time when that you better not do that. Now today probably you could do whatever you want, but back then you couldn't. And so, you know, this is another thing. When you're going to do this, you need to line all of your nice little buttons up first. I had some here, but I'll put this guy here. But this is a place like right here. I'm going to shut. Oh, stop it. And you see how I put it on one end and slide it in place? That saves you from using too much glue a lot of times. Not always, but a lot of times. I got to clean the tip of this off, though, because that could be an issue also. Heidi said, watch part of your Friday video. It was late, fell asleep. Yeah, I fall asleep in front of my own videos, Heidi, when I go to watch them back. And she said, you mentioned doing a paint pour on the cuff. I'll have to get some. Yeah, I don't think I would do a paint pour and put it directly on the cuff, though, because I think it's just going to be a mess. This is what I would do. Oh, do you do the acrylic pours? Okay, cool. I think I would make like what they call a skin. That would be pour the paint all over everywhere thinly and let it make its patterns. And then after it cured on a non-stick surface, I would pick it up and maybe start cutting it to fit. Maybe like a crazy quilt. And I might put rhinestone chain in between the sections or wire or who knows. Who knows? That's kind of what I was thinking, because I think if you pour right onto the cuff, it's going to be not work too good. But that's what, hey, if you want to try it, Heidi, let us know how it goes. I think for me, the skin would probably work better, but maybe for somebody else, hey, you know, if you're good at it, if you're proficient at it, which I know you must be, Heidi, because I know you're a very good artist, it might be fine for you. So what I wanted to do, before I glued that dumb little thing, I said I want to do a pearl cap right here. Okay. And oh, I thought I'd tell you also, whoever gets a gifty this week from our drawing, so get on here and talk. If you're here just lurking and watching, be sure you get on here and say something.
Yeah, like
talk. Yeah, we only have 25 people watching now. That surprises me.
No, we have 48. Sorry.
Yeah, I would say that doesn't seem right. I think
we actually 51.
We got more than that. Anyway, say something. Get into the drawing. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is say something.
Say something.
And just comment, say something. You don't even have to stay for the whole thing. I won't know.
Exactly.
And then you get entered into the drawing, and you could win. Last week we had Judy Lynn Travis. I don't know if Judy Lynn's with us today. She's brand new to us. She just started coming, and then she joined the group here last week too at Facebook. But anyway, she won last week. So hey, it could be you. That's what I tell everybody for Work Table Wednesday. Tell everybody that for Work Table Wednesday. You know, you could win. You could win. Just have to show up.
Jan said, I love that bracelet, Brenda.
Well, maybe you'll win it, because I'm going to give it away.
Oh!
Didn't I say that?
No, I didn't know what you were giving away.
Oh, I another case where I started to talk about it and trailed off into oblivion. Yeah. Whoever wins this week's going to get my bracelet.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
Yeah, it will be. I should have put this one over here. Well, I didn't. Okay, so somebody's going to win it. So get in it to win it. And I'll give you some other cool stuff too. How's about that? I'll give you some of this other stuff that I'm giving to the people who are ordering. So it will be sweet, and you will like it, and you're going to like it. We used to have a restaurant around here, and they used to advertise by saying, you're going to like it. Pappins. That was it. Papa Pappin. I know what I want. I want this. You guys got to get some of these. If you don't have them, you got to get some. That's all I got to say. They come in so handy when you need fill. Now, normally, well, actually, I'm itching to go get a ceramic rose and put in this because I love ceramic roses with the pearl buttons, but I'm not gonna. Does anybody have any idea why I'm not gonna? Why would I not use a ceramic rose in this cuff? Why would I not take advantage of those beautiful ceramic roses we have?
Is it because it would ding up or like break
Yeah,
easily?
it'll break easy. You're right. It will break very easily, and you'll have to replace it. Because, how do I know? Because it's happened to me. Not a lot, but Mr. Bernie, every time, if he takes time to look at this, he's always on my case and saying, you know, that's not a good design idea, because we had so many things come back when we put those, where'd that go? Oh, it just came from nowhere. When we used to put those ceramic roses on bracelets, they came back almost all the time. And I can see why. I can see that happening, you know. So I don't do that anymore. I save them for like assemblage necklaces and earrings and stuff like that. Pin, if I do a pin. I love making pins. Anybody here like to make pins? I got a messy place. I'll fix this later. Anybody here like to make pins and brooches? I know Colleen does. I don't know if Colleen was able to join us this week or not. Colleen does it. They're pretty tender for a cuff. That's right, Mary. That's a good way to put it. Pretty tender for a cuff, yeah. They just are too delicate. Too delicate. They will break, she says, C. Lombard. C. Lombard, what's your first name? Is it Carol, like the famous actress? I bet it is. Let's see. Pat Par, because your cuff is monochrome. Oh, well, that's an idea. It is. It is, Pat. But no, that's not why. It's because it'll break. They'll break. Bottom line, they'll break. Not guaranteed to break, but we'll probably break. We'll probably break. I fell, broke a right humerus. That's on your thigh. That's your thigh bone, isn't it? And have a black eye. Oh, Olivia, I'm sorry. She fell. She said she fell. I fall way too often. I have osteoporosis. And the doctor says, don't fall. And I still fall. So far, so good. But I don't want to be falling because of that. Because I don't want to take that medicine that they have for that. Boniva, or that other one starts Prolia. There's some other ones too. Reclass, I think you take it with the IV. I don't want those because I only have one functioning kidney and I don't want to be on dialysis. So I guess a way, you know, having a broken bone with no kidney, I think I'll take a broken bone. I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb, but it's the way it is. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. I have spoken. I'm not doing it.
Kathy says, I love to make brooches, but can't sell them around here.
Well, that's it. You know, you got to make something that you can sell. And like, if you live somewhere where it's warm, nobody's going to wear a brooch. You don't have anything to pin it to. They're half naked. They're half naked. What are they going to pin it to? You know, their skin? No. So, I hope not. You never know these days. But anyway, yeah, it's good. They're good for winter time, like when people are wearing big coats and stuff, you know, like that. It's probably a good thing then. So anyway, you can see where I'm going with this. I'm just trying to get the beads to the beads, the buttons to work into this. I may have to crawl down there and get into my button box later. But anyway, you can see where I'm going to go with it. So I'll tell you what's going to happen after this gets set up. Same way as this one. This one's only partly done too. This one's a little busier than I would have liked. I would have rather done it with big beads. Big, not beads, buttons. And this is like right on the curve. But that's okay. It doesn't hurt anything. It's fine. It's down flat. So I got to do this side too. And on that one, I'd like to get another one of those rhinestone buttons in here. I know I saw one. And put it on this side, like right here, and that would make a nice balance if I put it like right here. I'll find it. So that's what I'm going to do, and you can get a good feel for like how these are going to look. So I'll just hold this up. You know, I got to put some fill in there. But that's going to take a little time doing the fill, because I don't know, I kind of put it together like a little puzzle as I go along. But I think these are going to be really cool, and I like them with the ice enamel on the tissue deck on the sides. Did you see that in the video? That's how I finish them, because it's really hard to get stuff to stick on a curve, you know, not just fall off. So anyway, so I might pull that out too. But anyway, I've got to finish them this week, and whoever wins today is going to win one of these and a bunch of other stuff too. So that's a good idea, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a great idea.
Okay, I'm going to put my little pearls aside. Don't forget about those cabs, because if you don't have one, you want one. I don't know where else they're selling them. I'm sure somebody else is selling them. But they're not something you see all the time. And boy, that is a good deal. $5.75 for that. And the little compartment thing is like, you could refill it. You know, with more when you get run out of them. And it'll take you a while to run out of them, because there's a lot. There are a lot in there. Lots and lots. Okay, so I had one more panel cuff that I did. I did the ones that had the leather on them. You guys saw those, I think. But then I did this one torch one. You can see this one up a little closer now. This torched one. And it's a nice brown. It's kind of hard to see it in the video, but it's a nice brown, and it's got some fuchsia and purple undertones in it. It came out very evenly. And what I love is when you torch something, you heat it up really good. Normally it turns the inside too. So now I don't have to finish the inside of this. Whereas the ones I did Chevy White, I had to finish them. This one I don't. It's done already. I will probably paint the inside with Jewelry Allergy Shield, which we also carry at the site. Maybe you have some already. Because the thing about cuffs is they're on the skin pretty tight. See? Hey, Lori Wooten. So it's on the skin pretty tight. So if it's like summertime and you kind of sweat a little bit, you don't have much air coming through here. And if you have any metal allergy whatsoever, you might break out. You know, so usually with brass, I want to see it sealed if it's going to be anywhere on you like that, where it's going to touch your skin. I want to see it sealed. So anyway, but I was thinking, you know, what do I do with this? Well, you know, I could go charge it up. I could get a bunch of busted jewelry. I could do tissue decoupage over all of it. I could do like Heidi was talking about, you know, make a skin of acrylic paint and put, you know, all random all over it. I could do that. Hey, Belinda Short, how you doing? Thanks. But then I had this sitting around. I was kind of spatter painting one of these big flowers. We have a lot of them in the raw brass. And I thought, boy, I think what I'd like to do is tissue decoupage it all from here, like from here going all the way out. And use a colorful ice enamel on that to accent it, and then put this piece, and then I'll let it set up and glue, and then I might go under it and I might tie a little piece of sari ribbon in there so that it comes out like at the bottom off to one side, and then I would fray it. I like that look. Might do that. There's another one over there too that's real bright. Can you get it, Javi? That bright one with the yellow middle? No, right over, yeah, there you go. You got it. I love this one. I did this over at the workshop, but it never cured, so it's a little tacky yet. So I have to wait till nice day, and then I'm going to take, I'm going to do what's that called? De Soleil. Gel de Soleil. We have it at the site. Look, doesn't that pop? Oh, baby. That pops. And then it'll cure that and won't be tacky anymore. And then I'll put it on something, but maybe that should be what I put it on. I love that. Oh, wow. This isn't quite as bright. Of course, I could fix this and put more color in it. This one's okay. It's okay. But after I saw this one on it, that's what I want, is that one. And what I did for the center on this is just one of those rhinestone beads we carry. It's a bigger size, though. I don't know if I have any on the website right now. But it's just a bigger one of those. And I put in there. And then I just did dotted paint all over it and all these happy, bright, hot colors. And
it looks like strawberry, kind of like the bottom of a strawberry.
Yeah, kind of that way. Looks good. So anyway, that'll be a video. We'll do some of those flowers. I just use a sponge brush and I just go to town. We'll do some of those. But anyway, that's what I kind of thought I'd put on that one after I tissue deck it. Okay? Let's see what's going on now. Love that. Flowers are beautiful, fantastic. The first one's beautiful, the second one's wild. Yeah, you know, the first one looks good. No flies on that flower. You know, it looks good, but it does need something. It's a little kind of dull. You know, it needs some yellow in there or something more. Well, it's got some, but more. But then when you put this one on, I was like, oh, wow. That's the one. That's the one. So anyway, pretty flower, she says. Either flower would be beautiful. I think so, but I like that one better. Don't you think that cover would be beautiful covered in polymer? Why not, Susan? Get one and show us. Only thing is, if you cover it in polymer, you probably know this already. You can't just put polymer over it and bake it on there. I mean, you can, but then you'd want to slip the cuff out because it's not going to stay. You're going to have to put, what some people do, I think, I said I'm not doing a lot of polymer right now, so I might be rusty on it, but put some of that liquid Sculpey down and then put your stuff on or something if you want to bake it on it, or else you're going to have to glue it to it after. I have to slip this out and then glue it on back on, because Harry Woods said he was going to put he's going to make ceramic plaques to fit these and put them on. So I think that would be cool.
It's different.
Yeah, I love polymer clay. I would like to start doing a few videos about it again, doing it my way, but I can't do a video that's produced unless I'm got product on it, because it costs me money to make those videos. So I can't just do one from my heart, although I'd like to. I have some on there that are kind of from my heart, because I love that medium, and I'm not proficient at it like some of you guys, but I have my own way with it, and it looks good, and I don't care. You know, it's mine. It's my way, and it's kind of a little different. You know, so maybe one day we'll do it. Okay, so I said I was going to show you something else with the beads. So here's one made already. This is what you can do with those filigree beads, but here's the thing. I have ones that are smaller than this one. This one, in fact, is vintage anyway. So I need to find one of these itty-bitty ones. And we need to talk about what could we do with the itty-bitty ones. Did I not have you get them, Abby?
Yeah, I thought they were there.
I think I have a smaller one than this. Yeah, those little skinny ones.
Yeah, but I don't think you told me to get those. Sorry.
Do you know where they are?
No. I don't know if they put them in silver or
Anyway.
We'll look.
What I wanted to do is I wanted to see. Okay, so now I got this on here. I'll put another one of these. Just to go all metallic and stuff on this. Look at this cool thing I'm making here. Look at this. I'm going to do it with, you're going to have to push up tighter. This one won't stay straight. Oops. Yeah, I'm liking this. Okay. All right, isn't this cool to make like a metallic version of this?
You mean this one?
Yeah, that one. See, I have them like this too. Real itty bitty. So I had to think, what could I do with that? Well, I was thinking if this, I wanted to see if this fits over. No, it's a little bit too big to do that. I'm gonna cry. I want to see if I could do a slidey bead over a tube filigree. Can't. Anyway, but I can do this. And that's a new way. I'd said a new way with bead caps. Well, I put these filigree tubes in with the caps. But I got something else to show you with the green patina caps too before we take off for today. Now, where did I put them? I had them sitting right here. They're right here. Okay, I'm going to show you something else with that. I did it the other day, but I don't think you could really see. I didn't concentrate on it. I don't think you could really see what I was doing. Okay, I need this. Yes. Okay, I'm just going to turn this. Hey, there's enough wire on here. I could wrap this whole bead. That would be cool. Let's see what happens when we do that. Okay. So now I got to pull up tight on this so that I can get it good and tight because I don't want these going crooked, which that one already did. Okay. So now I'm going to turn it around and wrap it. I think so too. Yeah, it would. You could use it as a base, yes. I've done that a lot of times. Just use it as a base. Like a form, and you could use it over and over again. Why not? Do you guys know what a wall pocket is? It's back in the day, like 40s and 50s, ladies would get these wall pockets, and they were like a pretty thing, whatever, some kind of figural thing. And it would be flat on the back, and it would be hollow inside, and you could put a plant or whatever you wanted in it. It would be on your, you could hang it on your wall. Well, I found one that was a mint green, which is like a depression glass type color, but wasn't that old. And it was a half coffee cup. You know me and my coffee, so I said, oh, I gotta have that. Well, I found out that it was really good if you use that to bake the top of a polymer clay cup, because I used to like to do those half cups. I'll have to find you the last one I made so you can see it's a little bit, wonky, but hey, that's me. I like wonky. But it would go over the top, and then I used to use rust-colored polymer clay, and I would stamp it with a Lisa Pavelka stamp. I think it was called Tooled Leather, and bake it over the top of that cup. Put the perfect arc in it. And then when it got, cooled down, then I would do my chain and beat up the back on it and have it come around, around this way and hook here and then have some stuff hanging down. It was just so earthy and wonderful. I love that. So let's see how far I get with wrapping it this way. Probably not too far. And I may really screw this up. Looks like I will. So maybe I should stop wrapping it like way up high. And let that be that. Yeah. Well, it's all experimental, isn't it, guys? That's the fun of it. That's why so many of us became jewelry makers in the beginning. Because we wanted to see what would happen if. That's like why mixed media is so wonderful. Or polymer clay. This is you do something, you're like, what if I do this? What will happen? So it's like a little bit of wire. What if I do this? What if I do this over a noodle bead? They're not expensive, What if? So anyway, here's a length. It would be really cool if I had it even longer, if I'd used wire, and I could have went down the whole thing. That would have been cool. I could see you, Maria, doing that. Maria Danko would do that. She would so do that. Steampunk hat pins. Cool idea, Melissa. You bet. You bet it would. If you did steampunk conventions, I bet you'd sell a ton of them. Do you carry the Wolf 3-groove pliers that Sue's using in the video? Like the look of the 3-groove ones.
I think that's this one, isn't it?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, they come as a set. I sell them as a set. This one, the flat one, I use this one the most. Pat says she remembers ballpark. They have a little indent here and here, and they hold stuff really good. I love them. But These have the 3. You can see them. 1, 2, 3. And they're really good for wrapping. I love these. I think we have 2 or 3 pair left and then I'm out. So, and being summer, I don't know how fast I'll get them back in there. I go long spells of time without having any of these because they can't get them for a little while. But this Wolf Tools, I guess all they make is this, and then there's another little loopy thing that I just didn't want. But that's it. That's the whole line right there. But every time I order these pliers, I buy like 25, 30 sets of them because they're going to go. I mean, why buy really expensive stuff when you find stuff that works? Now, this is not like El Cheapo, like going to Joann's and buying whatever they have. Please don't do that. It's just awful. But these, for what you pay for, I think it's, what is it?
$39.95.
$39.95? Okay, so you're paying $20 a piece for these. Compared to Tronax, Lindstrom, all those high-end ones, Weber, well, that's not really high-end, but, you know, it costs more. $20 a piece in a set, $39.95. And they last like forever. I have 3 pair of them and one downstairs because the reason why is because I lose everything. That's why. Anyway, so we made wall pockets in pottery class in high school. Oh, cool. Kathy, you must be a hairdresser then, huh? Yeah, you're a hairdresser. Well, I want to show you one more thing, and then we're kind of, our time together is coming to an end already. Marcia just got it for her granddaughter. Marcia, how are those pretty girls doing? Are they selling a lot of stuff this summer? Marcia's got the most gorgeous granddaughter. Oh my goodness. And she's lovely inside and out. And she has a beautiful friend. And I'm just so impressed with those girls. Together, they have stuff they make. They make a variety of things. They make jewelry. Part of it's jewelry. And they take a booth at a fair, a farmer's market. Or so. I can't remember, Marcia. If you want to prompt me, go ahead. And they sell their stuff, and they do quite well. They're little entrepreneurs, let me tell you what. They are. They're very serious about it. So maybe someday we'll be seeing them in the big leagues. Okay, so what I did is I put one of these little coffee-colored pearls down here on the bottom, and that's just to hold it. So you could put anything. And then I put these green patina bronze. These are not pewter, they are zinc. But I love these things. In fact, I have an order I have to turn in tomorrow to get some more. So I thought, okay, I've been doing this, in fact, but I thought I would just share it with you a little bit up close and personal. So I did this. Now I take one of these okay, this is a beading cage. I'm sure most of you beaders know that. I got these from Mr. Bernie. I have them thrown in the back room. He says, hey, you want these? Gave them to me like really inexpensively so I can let you have them inexpensively. And so I got them. So I thought, instead of putting a bead in there, which you kind of have to watch when you do that because you can spring them. They'll get all sprung and won't go back in place, and then they look terrible. You're almost better doing it by yourself with wire. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I put that in there with nothing in there? And then I put this other one on top, and then I sealed the deal with another one of these little guys. So you can see all the glue all over my hands. That's the problem with these little beads. My nails are a little too long to be able to manipulate things the way I should. I should cut them all off. Come here, you. Come on, don't you hate this? All right, here we go. I should have left it. Okay, we're good. All right, so like this, and now I'm going to wrap the end. So I'm going to use my wolfies. Here they come. Here they come, my wolfies. Okay, and I'm just going to do it on the end one, the first groove. This would be cool for steampunk hat pins too, wouldn't it, Melissa? How's Harpo doing? Now, if you compress it too much, you know, you'll end up losing your little springy sprung effect, so you don't want to compress it too much when you're wrapping the end. Okay. But these make such cool, and they would make a really cool earring too, to be honest with you. Oh yeah. Just hang a little bead at the bottom. Oh wow, yeah, those are like cosmic. I love them. What a cackling laugh. Everybody says, you sound like Roseanne Barr. Well, I'm not. Okay, I don't want to wrap it. See, I compressed it too much. I shouldn't have compressed it that much. But you get the point, right? Don't you? Please say yes. Because I had this. I'll just have to do it again. Okay, so now I'm going to nip this right down in there. Come on, you. Come on. I got it so tight. I wasn't getting it off. Okay. How do I be like that? Pull it out. There we go. Whoops. That was not good safety in the workshop. Was it? No. No, it was not. Okay, so now I got a mangled piece here, which I'll take care of later. Well, you know it. I'll take care of that later. But I got a springy sprung. Now it's not springy sprung. Well, this shows you what not to do. So let's do it again. Let's do it again. Okay, where's my okay, my big long head pins. Let's do it again this time. Let's try not to goof it up, right? I hope I haven't. Oh yeah, I do. Nope. A lot of times these things, when you get them, they get all mixed together. Alrighty, so let's put my little bead on the end. See how fast I can do this. Here we go. Okay, we got that. And I need 2 more of these. I think there's like 6 lots of these left on the site if you wanted to pick them up, but I will get more. It's just going to be like maybe 2 weeks until I get more. Probably around 2 weeks. Okay, now I'm going to slide this on. So now it looks totally awesome to me. Anyway, I like it. Okay, now I'm going to put this on. I'll put it on lightly. I'm not going to push down on it. Or I'm at least going to try not to. I'll have to take this one apart to be able to match this one, but if I do, I can have some cool earrings. And maybe I can take a picture of them and put them up today for Earring Sunday. You guys know about Earring Sunday? Not everybody here belongs to the creative group. Many of you do. If you don't, please come over to Facebook, if you do Facebook, and join us. Because we have a rip-roaring good time, and we do a lot of gifty drawings and stuff over there. It's just fun. We get to know each other. We're like a family. But anyway, if I get them done, then I can go put them on. See, it wants to compress, so I need to go up further so it doesn't. Do you see it? Use your head, Brenda, right? Just don't get it so tight there. Duh. Okay, now I'm going to... And if I get them done, I can take a picture with my camera and try to fix it up a little bit, and I can post it, because Javi's going to be going to picnic real soon. She wants to go get some of that picnic food.
I don't even know if they were going to have food there.
Yeah, they're going to have food. Oh, yeah, they're having food. See, I got to compress a little bit, even in spite of myself. Well, you don't have to do that. You'll get onto it. There's a little trick to it. I'll get onto it, too. But anyway, they make really good necklace spacers. So I wanted to show you that little trick. This is in there so tight, even with my easy cutters. Okay, there we go. So now, to get that close a little bit better, I might use my crimping pliers a little bit. I want to be careful that I don't scuff that pearl. So I'll have to work on that later. But anyway, there we go. Here's one that's all cramped up, and here's one that's not. So what if you did this, and you started making a chain? Would that not be cool? Could you imagine putting that on a great necklace? Huh, just had thought. Just had thought. What if you put it on this necklace? I don't know, it might be too chunky. I think it's too chunky, but it's a thought. Everything's a thought. You got to have thoughts. You got to have ideas, right? So anyway, that's what we did with our 2 beads and wire. We're going to do more of this on Friday coming up. That will not be live, so you don't have to worry about what time it is. subscribe to the channel. That's a good thing to do. Some tell me it doesn't always work, but if you click the little bell next to, when you subscribe, you click the little bell next to it, YouTube is supposed to notify you when I'm on here. I know I get notified for a lot of people because I subscribe to some people too. And I always get notified. If you're not getting notified, I'm not going to be able to help you with that. I wish I could. It's a YouTube thing. But anyway, subscribe to the channel, please. And if you like it, you can give me a thumbs up. I see I've got 7 already. How sweet is that? That's so nice. You guys, that gives me such a lift for my week, starting out my week. When I come back and I see there's a bunch of thumbs up, it's, if you don't like it, don't put a thumbs up, you know. But if you do, then it just does something for me, and I appreciate it when you take time to do that. If you take even a little more time and you comment, that's not here. When this feed here, if you comment on this feed while we're doing the video, then you get entered into the drawing. But I'm just talking about a regular standard comment. You know, the video's all done, but it's there. You can watch it. If you leave me a comment there, I'm very attentive to them. So if you have a question or something, you can do that anytime. And YouTube will notify me that you came and left it. And a lot of times I see it like right after you made it. So I'll come right over and answer your question. So that's kind of nice, right? Not bad. Okay, so anybody else want to get on here? Diana says, I get a reminder on my tablet, just not always here. Yeah, I know. Stuff happens. It's true. Good to see you, Diana. Okay, so we're going to take off. And just remember, tonight only, 35 up. What was it, bead video?
Yeah.
Bead video, all caps. Put it in the memo of your order. It's not a coupon. Put it in the memo of your order. And I'm going to make these sweet little bags just for you guys who came and visited with me and watched. And it's going to have some of these springy beads in it and some of these little washer beads in it. It's going to have some filigree tubes and a few spectra beads too. And that's going to be tonight only for you guys. And then also there's a code you can use if you can do 75 up. If you can't, don't worry about it. If it's not your week, then don't worry about it. You know, we'll all be okay. You know, everybody will be okay. But if you feel like getting something tonight, use that code. Use this cuffs. CUFFS. It would be good if I put that in the screen. All caps. This goes in the coupon box. And then it'll give you 25% off 75 because I tried it 3 times before I came on here. So I always test them thoroughly. So anyway, and that'll be good at least tomorrow. It'll be good on tomorrow too, at least. Beyond that, I'm not sure. We have to figure it out what we can do. Okay? So, love to all of you. Thank you so much for coming. It's wonderful to see you. Have a wonderful week. We'll be back together next weekend yet. And come see us at the Beast Boutiques Creative Group. We would love for you to join. If you're up for it, come and join us. Be in Work Table Wednesday and finish up Friday and Sunday Earrings Challenge and all these fun things that we do. So anyway, thanks to everybody for coming. Thanks Heidi, thanks Denise, thanks Renee, thanks Michelle, thanks Maria who's going to go cook her pasta, C. Lombard, Melissa, Christy Hansen's here, Kathy Johnson, Don O'Brien, S. Eve, Mary McMahon, Deborah Long. Hey Deborah. Violet Ellen, and so many others of you who came. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop.
Okay.
And the chicken has to squeak. Yeah, we can't be done till chicken squeak. Bye! Bye!